What's going on, visionaries? Welcome back to another video. If you're not having a good day, well, I hope this video makes your day just a little bit better. So let's go. So if you haven't actually seen my last video, I actually bought online on eBay some 2 albino small, like 4 to 5 inch channel catfish, albino platinums. In this video, if you haven't seen the title or thumbnail, I got some other fish with those 2, and I'm gonna be currently building the new bigger enclosure for these fish because they like a lot more room than the other ones that I got. So without spoiling it too much, we're gonna be turning this bin right here into a little aquarium that we're gonna be putting inside of our pool pond. Now, if you didn't see my last video, this is what I'm talking about. There's gonna be a top on here, but basically what it is a bin with holes, pool noodles to make it float. It's basically a mini holding tank until they get bigger, but they can still be outside. These fish really like cold water, and they like water flow, so they're gonna be up right along there, but it's gonna be about the same setup. So if you want a bigger, quicker, step-by-step video on how to do this, you can click the card right up here that's gonna pop up. But I'm just gonna be skimming along and kind of showing you this, but a lot faster than last time. Just watch this video and it'll be a little more skimming through what we did, more time lapses. So I'm gonna wash this bin out, start drilling, putting all these holes in. Let's go. All right, I just finished drilling all the holes to where I'm gonna use this rope and tie the pool noodles onto it so that this thing floats. So now I'm just gonna drill all the holes where I want to, maybe 4 like in the bottom, and then just all around the sides. So let's go. All right, so this bin is done. Now I'm just gonna drill one more hole there, and there, just so that there's flow on the bottom. But this could happen to you, and I almost panicked for a sec because if you see, there's a crack right there. But as long as there's not a gap, basically anything in here just needs to be smaller than the fish. Like if I check right here, but the fish isn't gonna get through that. It's not like an opening, it's just a crack. It's okay if there's a few cracks, just as long as you're sure there's nowhere that the fish can actually go through and get out. So I'm gonna finish drilling. I'm gonna use these to go inside of this tube, and then it's gonna come out that hole and that hole, and I'll tie it together right there and do that for there, and there. So let's do that. All right, time to get some rope. I'll make a top for this. I'm gonna put the top on here, cut a circle, put some screen in it, but this is ready for the pond. Let's go. All right, so before we take the fish out, let's go check out, I'll show you kind of how this thing's gonna work, and then we're gonna open the fish, acclimate the fish with a drip system and sort of the bag, and then they're gonna go in there, and I'll be working on the top because trout like to jump. And the reason why they're actually over closer to the waterfall is because they love to swim against the current, which is right there, so should be great for them. Now I think maybe, even though these do take up quite a bit of space, once our plants grow and I get some more like water hyacinth to cover the top of the water, I think this is still enough for a big bass. Maybe definitely less fish. You probably only want to keep maybe 2 to 3 fish in here, big ones. This is how it is. We got it all tied so it's not gonna move. Floaties are keeping it afloat. And there you go, there's a water level. Everything appears to be good. This is a perfect amount of water for the size of these fish. And so they get to get some water right up here, nice and fresh, right by the current. All right, so we got the GoPro here. This box is opened up because last video we opened it, but actually we'll roll a little bit of footage right now of us actually opening it. And keep in mind, I was only opening that for that specific fish. So I won't say anything in this clip about these ones, but here's the opening for it. All right guys, so we got the unboxing. I got a little bucket here with water, of my pond water, which I'll be acclimating them to in a bag, and then do a little drip system so that they get acclimated to my pond water even better. And so we got the box here, we got some scissors, we got my big net, and actually got a GoPro running to where I'm gonna maybe have it up here to see things that you guys can't quite see yet. So if you wanna know, this is from Smart Fish Aquarium. They have an eBay store. I think they have like an online store, but these are the same people that told me the catfish that got infected the last time I bought fish online. But they were able to make it up to me, so I got 4 fish, two different species, 2 same fish, and this is actually an albino / platinum. The one that I'll be showing you today, this is gonna be split up into 2 episodes. This is part 1 to where I'll be showing you this setup. And here we go. So if you see, we got a nice little top view right here. And then these are cold water fish, which is always good. So this is a little view we get. I see 2 separate bags. All right, so now that you're back, same process. We got the GoPro, we got everything in here. Now I'm gonna show you what these new fish we got. Great packaging, they arrived safely, double bagged. I'll remove this bag, and if you can see, guys, I'm gonna lift this bag up. But we got baby rainbow trout. So close up for the camera. Here we go. These are our small trout. There's a bigger, I think, yeah, we got a smaller one, about 4.5, 5 inches. And we got a nice big one, at least for what it looks like. That one right there my thumb is at, that's a nice big one. I really like that one. It looks really healthy. So let's go put them in and acclimate them. All right, guys, so what we got, I got a little bucket with a little bit of my water and a big net to put them in the bin. But there's a few ways to acclimate these. I'm gonna be showing you my way. But first, I got a little bit of water in my bin, and I'll be opening this and putting it in. So here we go. I'm gonna put them in like this, and very smoothly put them in this bin. All right, so now we're gonna acclimate them. So I have one end of this little tube, the other end is gonna go inside the pond, and I'm gonna just suck on this a little bit. And so ever so slightly, I don't know if you can see or hear it, but it's slightly dripping into this bin. They can get used to this water quickly as possible, but slowly actually. But these guys are looking real good. We got our smaller one there, our bigger one there. They're actually looking really cool. All right, so those baby rainbow trout are actually gonna acclimate for a little bit, just getting used to my water temperature, even though it's very near the same. Shout out to Smart Fish because they were able to help me. They hooked me up with an extra one because some of my other ones died. But if you do want to happen to buy from them, they have an eBay store. I'm sure they have an actual website. But I'm going to cut the little opening on top of the bin and make a little top for it, because these guys can jump out. All right, I just finished building the top for it, and that glue and silicone will be drying. But just for measures, I'll put the fish in. Hopefully they don't jump out within the another 20 minutes till I let this thing dry. But let's put them in. I'm gonna set you up on the tripod just because it's a lot noisier over here, so you'll be able to see it. But let's put them in. Here's one last close-up look. There they are, doing well. They like the cold water. That's one good thing. If you guys want a cold water fish, try a rainbow trout. If you can see, there it is. Pretty simple setup. I'll add more to all these things eventually, but this is just what we got for now. All right, we got our net. Let's see if one of them can go in. Actually, yeah. Nope, put the net right there. Okay, in the net. Let's try to grab them both. Here we go, one little last look at them. There we go. All right, let's put them in. All right, so I'll be adding more structure soon, but they got a few plants up by the oxygen. Now there's one right there. They're actually both right there, I think. Yeah, one scurrying off. But we're gonna be feeding these guys eventually in some upcoming videos, but this is the setup we got for now. So depending where you get your trout, they're more of like a river, sort of fast water moving species. Of course, they can live in reservoirs and lakes where there's not always a lot of big current, but that's probably what we're gonna try to make sort of the in the environment, the ecosystem we're gonna try to make for it. A lot more rocks, a lot more plants is what we're gonna be getting, so don't worry, there's gonna be a lot more coming with these, but if you do have some tips, drop them down below. Is the little top for it we got. I'll put it over by the pond, but this way we can still sort of see them, and if we want to take the top off, we can. All right, they're both in there. Now I didn't really think about that rope is kind of closing it, but the only way this is gonna blow off, it's not fully secured, but the only way this is blowing off if we get a huge storm, but it's under sort of this pond water level, so the wind kind of goes over it. But can you see any of the fish? Comment down below. But you guys need to drop a name for these two also down below. And then we also got the 2 albino channel catfish, which I can't see at the moment, but this water, we can do more water changes, everything. I'm really trying to keep this pond clear. And then once we get the shade up, there should be almost no more algae coming up in this pond that much. So we're gonna do a lot more feeding videos, things like that. So comment down below what videos or things you'd like to see with these fish are. Definitely planning on doing some live feedings, either live fish or, But I would say this is a pretty good success, and let me know if you got any tips. But if not, the Bible verse of the day is popping up right here. I like to share my faith with you guys, and this is an easy way where I can do it. The positive comment shout out popping up right there. If you want a little shout out in my upcoming video, all you have to do is put down a positive comment down below. So my name is David, this is Fishvisions. Find your vision and follow it. Be a visionary today and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some more content you want to see, but we're getting some big stuff coming. See ya.